Indeed.
Who do you want to start off with?
All right, well, I'm starting off watching Zaylox, but you can pretty much watch whatever you want and just ask questions about it. I can always find them. But we are casting Menace to Society versus the IFA Reborn team, IFA.
It's the Independent Fighter Alliance, by the way.
Oh!
That's the name of the team. So
Already
information.
Dropping the knowledge bombs on me is my co-caster, by the way, GoldenBoy, who has casted Call of Duty in the past. He's casting Shoot Mania now, and it does look right now like our good red team Menace to Society is a little bit backing away from this mid here. You see their medic Harblue. Actually, it looks like he wants to walk up the elbow and kind of get up in here to the enemy team. So they're still doing good damage. And now Denny Crane, I'm sorry, the Red Scout, tried to get in on top of that engineer. He did take him down, which is pretty cool stuff. Uber is coming out of the red team now, the flashy invulnerability. And so they are going to be doing their very best to finish up the capture on this middle point. Nobody's actually captured it yet. But right now, with Red holding the point and starting to lay down a lot of explosive spam at these choke points, I don't think Blue Team's going to get back in anytime soon. So, lots of chaos happening there. But the big takeaway is that Red Team capped the middle point, and now they get to push on. You see the unlock down there. Now they get to push on towards their enemy's mid, or their enemy's second, I'm sorry. While the blue team, IFA, is going to try and desperately retake that middle point. You do see the soldier jumping in from the red team, who is a face. I don't even know who that is. Oh, that might be, yeah, it's Face the soldier. I don't know.
Oh,
man.
yeah, Face.
Yeah.
Face. It'll just be Face. Yeah, and actually, that is the Face is a sniper.
He's a sniper as well, apparently. Okay. So they're really screwing with me right now.
What's the sniper's job in this situation? What is he supposed to do?
Well, he wants to basically shut down attacking lanes, and you see that now there's an Uber. A sniper is actually not terribly useful during an Uber. So this Uber exchange here in the choke point is basically going to be, nicely done by the blue team. Actually, they managed to catch the red medic Harblue, and take him down with that Pyro's Air Blast. You may not know what the Air Blast is, but you can shove players around and reflect projectiles back at people. So yeah, that was a very good move there by the blue team, but they aren't able to push in quite yet. Yeah, the sniper, now that the Uber's over, his whole role is to just headshot people as much as he can. Headshots, of course, deal like 3 times the damage, so if he can quick scope in and headshot somebody, this is even better than an MLG no scope. It's because scoping is what does the extra damage.
yeah, for sure. So it seems like Face chilling down at the bottom there, making his way up to the top of that perch. I'm trying to see what's going on. The action's so fast and frantic, like the sniper kind of is just in a position where he's like waiting for someone to make a move almost. Face.
Yeah.
I'm looking here. Jero actually we got something good here. Jero
as the spy.
The spy is in the back, and he is probably gonna mess someone up and ruin their day.
Oh, that scout totally should have seen him, but he didn't. Now Jero is gonna get a nice drop stab there on Frostfire.
That's a good kill.
Oh, that was a beautiful kill. And of course,
it up, though.
No, I mean, but that's the thing about the spy is that you're typically just going to die after you get one big kill, but you've got to make it a big kill. And killing the demo man is really huge on this map. You see what's happening now, that the red team don't have to deal with all the sticky traps that a demo can lay with those sticky bombs anymore. So the red team's just going to push in on that. And they're making it very effective. They're getting onto that second point. They've beaten their opponents back into their last. And here's a really interesting thing. Harblue, the red medic, is running the Kritzkrieg, which is a different kind of medigun. I don't know if you know what it is, but it's going to give them critical hits, like 3 times damage on whoever they choose. It's probably going to be Zaylox Demo Man. He's going in right now. Going to take the Kritzkrieg and immediately gets a kill on the enemy med. Perfectly aimed sticky bomb. Goes for another one, but doesn't manage to hit that and finish it off. Nonetheless, though, a good kill on the enemy med is going to probably secure them this round. And GoldenBoy, what do you think so far? Because this is some crazy stuff.
I enjoy it. I did have a slight problem, though. Seems like something stopped working on my computer at work, and my game just shut off, and my stream isn't working.
Oh, no.
So I can't even go based off of the stream. Just something seems to have exploded in my computer.
Well, your internet's still working. Maybe your graphics card just decided it was time to call it quits.
I think that's probably could have been what happened, but that was a pretty intense matchup. It tuned out like right at the last minute there.
Yeah. Well, of course, they played to 5 rounds. That was just one round of the game. So they are continuing to play here. And are you going to be able to troubleshoot this one, you think?
I'm going to try.
All right.
It seems to be a little messed up. but
Okay.
let me see if I could load up Twitch TV again. Seems like my internet's working. I mean, like my... Okay, there we go. I got
Well, yeah,
Twitch,
you're
so at
still
least I
talking to
can go
me,
from
so the
Twitch.
internet's still working.
I mean, not the internet. I'm sorry. My graphics card. It seems
Okay.
to have come back. I'm gonna try and see if I could just like hop in or something like that, and just go from the stream.
Sure,
for
that
right
works,
now.
because you can see what I'm watching and try to get an idea of what the action is and ask the important questions. So far, this round actually really bad for Menace to Society. They won that first one pretty convincingly after they got a nice kill, but now their spy's dead, so apparently they need Jero to survive. And so we do see Kozen. You can see on my screen, Kozen has 100% Uber charge. His opponents only have 75%. So if they can push this in right now, then the red team will not have an Uber in time to defend this. But they're actually getting really, really close to the Uber. So you see they want to jump these players in towards the Medic right away. Medic trying to stay alive, but no, he gets mowed down there by Max plus Adam, as Max being the sniper. And this is a really, really good one for IFA. They are just messing up their opponents here. Still, they're losing a lot of players, though. Not quite able to finish off the cap. The spy here, Vroom, wants to get kills, and nobody really noticed that he's back there, but he's not going to be able to get these kills. No, sir. He's just going to have to retreat for now and try to get another kill later on. Sadly, that round I thought was going to go to IFA and make this a really close game. Menace Society, I'll tell you, GoldenBoy, they're a really good team. They made very good players. And they are the number 3 seed in this tournament. Their opponents, IFA, are a respectable number 6, but I don't know, man. We'll see if they have what it takes.
All right, well, we'll see. I'm trying to get everything lined up now so I could go ahead and at least watch from the stream, which seems like that's going to happen. So I'll be able to join from at least a stream right now.
All right.
And we're at round 2 right now.
Oh my God, Kritzkrieg coming in once again. These are the exciting moments here, taking down the Heavy, taking down Cat on the Pyro, actually, but they didn't get Kozen, and that's what you want to do with that Kritzkrieg, by the way, is if you can get the enemy medic, because if you can't get the enemy medic, then he's going to have an Uber, and no amount of critical hits is going to stop an invulnerable player. So that's going to happen right now.
Let me ask you this question, though, because the part I'm a little lost about because I hopped out of the game. So it's elimination, pretty much, right? They have 1 life and they don't respawn. They come.
Oh
back
no,
the
yeah,
next
you
round.
respawn like all the time.
You respawn like all the time. But okay, I understand now.
You,
Cool.
you
I
have
was,
a
like, kinda
respawn
confused.
timer there. You can see on my stream if it's resolution enough, I guess, that everybody has a little timer if they're grayed out there, and that timer is their respawn timer. So
Okay,
I
awesome.
think that the farther back you get pushed on the map, the longer your respawn time. I could be wrong about that, but it's kind of a way to give the attackers, the attacking team, the momentum to continue attacking. So we'll see if they can do that. Frostfire, the demo man for the blue team, trying to get in and deal some damage right now, but nobody has an Uber on offense. I guess Hard Blue has an Uber on defense, so he's okay. But you kind of want to wait until you have an Uber to attack, so we'll see what happens.
Yep, and it seems like their back is against the wall here. Red team not looking too well. Medic's just trying to take care of business in the base. As I saw earlier, I'm a little delayed from you, but blue
That's
team
true.
is just going to continue the onslaught and make their way inside of the enemy base here. And this is actually pretty insane how everything kind of just like unfolding here. Of course, you have that spy that's trying to make his way into the base too.
Yeah, the spy play. Of course, he did try and get some capture time put down on the point and force some attention. I don't think it worked too well, but you never know. Oh, this headshot is going to be so sick. Actually, not sick at all. Never mind. But the onslaught is coming in right now, and that turns into a round for our blue team. I'm pretty sure my stream is going to be hideously delayed because, like I said, I don't have the world's greatest computer. So that is going to be a round in favor of their opponents, IFA. So now it is 1-1, IFA versus Menace to Society. I wasn't thinking that was going to happen, but actually, I will point out, Menace to Society might be missing some key players because a lot of their really high-level 6v6 players that are on that team are still trying to get back from LAN and might be recuperating. So I don't think they're actually playing tonight.
That's unfortunate.
It may be unfortunate for them. They might lose out, but I think at least the players who are getting back from LAN are going to be happy because they're the ones who just won in a huge fashion.
All right, I'm trying to load up the game again and get back in the action. So just give me a sec.
All right. O-Played is on the heavy right now, and O-Played is one of those really powerful players. Given the title of possibly the world's best heavy, which is a little bit of a weird title because Heavy isn't. It's not as high of a skill class as like the Scout or the Soldier, who have those kind of Quake movement mechanics. Heavy is very much just a positional class. But if you're O-played, the positioning is always just perfect. So he did get in there and cause a lot of damage, and he's helping his team push forward very, very effectively. Oh man, using just the default stock minigun along with that giant robot arm that does nothing for him.
On a sandwich.
Yeah, the sandwich. Now you know what the sandwich is, right?
No, I don't.
Oh
these are all
my!
new things to me because these things didn't exist when I was playing TF2.
Wow, big Kritzkrieg coming in once again. Yeah, the sandwich is just an item that. Get it pulled back up here. It's not gonna pull up. Whatever. It's just an item that gives you, if you sit still and eat it as the Heavy, then it gives you full health. But you have to stand perfectly still. Like once you start eating it, you got to stand still for like 5 seconds. I think it's a long time to stand still in a game like this. On the other hand, you can just. It does. You can just toss it at somebody, and in that case, it becomes like a 50% health pack for whoever picks it up. An enemy team can pick it up too, so you got to be careful who you throw it to. But that's how it's going to be. We're watching another round as Menace to Society decided to actually be a menace to their opponents that time and make a very quick round. Zaylok's going to lay some stickies down to his opponents. Pretty typical Demo Man fashion, and the snipers are going to start doing some work. Of course.
Well, I got the game loaded, by the way.
All right. So you're back in.
Hop in. Yes. I'm loading up the game now. Thank God. All right.
Yeah, pick a player, start watching him, see what he does, see what his role is, because we can start talking about the role of each class in Highlander. Right now, we've got another Kritzkrieg coming from Harblue. He really likes running this crits, but the thing about doing that is that you don't get the invulnerability. So, what are you going to do? Like, if somebody shoots at you, you're going to die.
So the Kritzkrieg is the what does that do exactly? Like
it's like the Medigun.
So instead of getting the Blitzkrieg or just like moving in there, they get criticals. Correct?
Yeah, exactly. So it charges just a tiny bit faster than the regular Medigun. You get a uber charge a little bit faster. So the key is if you can take out the enemy medic or just kill a whole bunch of enemy players really fast, then the Kritzkrieg is worth it. But if you can't do that, then you really shouldn't be running crits at all because you'll lose a lot of players and you'll just die and it'll be terrible.
Okay, so there is a big risk to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Massive risk. And that time around, it didn't pay off all that well for Menace, which is why they are back on their second. They lost their medic once again to a nice stab from Vroom, I guess is his name. However, it looks like both meds are down.
Yep, I'm trying to load this up here. I can commentate this. The loading screen is making its way to the end.
Oh, it's almost there! Commentating loading screens.
Let's do this. Loading screen commentating for the win. But on the stream, I'm watching some crazy stuff here. This medic is just straight up doing work. And then there was a Demo Man on there as well. What's the Demo Man's job in this situation?
Oh, Demo Man is pure
I know
damage.
That he's used a lot, though, correct? In traditional competitive play?
Yeah, absolutely. Even in 6v6, the Demo Man is just the pure damage class. He also, obviously he's going to put out the most damage in the game, especially if you give him the Kritzkrieg, because each sticky bomb does like enormous splash damage, and each time you hit somebody, like 300 damage. So it's ridiculous. Okay. Without the Kritzkrieg, it's just 100 maybe, or depending on how far away you are and how long you wait, blah, blah, blah. It's damage. It's huge damage. But the other thing you can do with it is because those sticky bombs are like remote detonated proxy, or not proxy, but they're like remote mines, right?
Okay.
That you can box off an entire route that the enemies can take with just one Demo Man. Just lay a bunch of sticky bombs on it, and they're just like, what do we do?
Yeah. Course, because then you put them in an awkward position, and the role of the warrior, I'm guessing, is the warrior of the soldier.
Yeah.
Is just to get hits, just to cause as much carnage as possible.
Exactly, you got it just right there, man. Especially in Highlander, the soldier tends to be. Yeah, well, I mean, this, he's got the Spartan warrior helmet on, so I give you that. But yeah, the soldier very much in this case, his goal is just to cause chaos and carnage, try to get behind enemy lines a little bit and be versatile enough that he can drop back and defend his medic if he needs to, but usually he doesn't need to. Usually it's just kind of watching that flank and causing chaos whenever he can.
Yep, and I'm actually looking at, oh man, there's a heavy here that is actually holding positions pretty well for the red team, and the medic is supporting him real well. That's actually going to be, I'm trying to find
O-Played, how did he live? O-Played, yeah. O-Played is so ridiculous.
Wow, I mean, because he just hammered through there like a champion, made his way inside of that room, but he does get taken out as the blue team is going to be making their way in. Panic Station with a few hits there as well. He is going to get taken out as well by a combination of Harbloot and Theodore. That was a long name.
Theodore Foxworth.
Theodore Foxworth.
And that Pyro, by the way, did something that is very, very typical for the Pyro now that these weapons have been released. But it's the Puff and Sting. The Degreaser is a flamethrower that does a lot less damage than the default. But once you light somebody on fire, you can swap to the Axe very, very quickly. And the Axe he's using, that Axe Extinguisher, will deal like super critical damage to somebody who is on fire.
Yep. And Harbloot does have the Uber on the Demo Man right now, if I'm correct. Well, now it's off, so that really didn't do much there. And it seems like the tides of the battle are turning here. Or is it? Am I reading this right? Are they finally pushing in? Or
well,
are they
blue team, blue team tried to push into their opponent's last point there. Didn't work all that well because their Uber got blasted out so effectively by that Pyro. That's the other thing that the flamethrower can do. It can use that compression blast to just knock players around in the air. So they got blasted out. Now they're going to have to try to get back in once again once they've built up another Uber, which is just a huge pain. You got to wait like a full minute for your med to be ready. Everyone's just like, oh, this is so boring. But you know they'll get in eventually and try another attack. The question is just what they really want to do if they can is get a couple of kills first. But actually, Harblu, the medic for Red, and his team, they're trying to push forward. Oh no!
He gets taken out.
Oh no, Harblu. That is not good. Now that's definitely going to be a signal for blue team to try and get a push in here. It may not be the easiest thing in the world to do,
but
but
Zalox was doing an amazing job of like keeping them inside of their of the entranceway there, but he does get taken out. I do see lights off here. He's trying to just push shots in as much as he possibly can. Atmos is going to be in a bad position in front of like, oh, never mind. He's the blue guy. I'm getting used to the spectating.
Oh, I know. I still make so many mistakes. Like, I'll go back and look at my casts, and I'll be like, did I actually just call this player a heavy? This is a soldier.
It's all red until Atmos. Like, he's the one who is like...
Yeah, he's the switch.
Adamsk. Sorry. He's the one who's like blue, but he's like in a sea of red. It's kind of hilarious there.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to find where their warrior is. That's Faye, or the soldier, Face. Why am I saying
the face
warrior?
Soldier.
I must be tired from work. We had a long day at the office here at the IGN Pro League. Don't judge me, folks.
Oh, I imagine. You guys shoutcasted a ton of Shoot Mania. You did a lot of other stuff from Sure too.
Yeah, we're getting ready for IPL 5, so it's a little craziness.
Oh, yeah, when is that?
That will be November 29th to December 2nd.
Oh, wow, that's like
right around
a week from now, isn't it? Yeah, that really is.
It's right around the... Oh, Face! With the rocket
sick
jump.
Jumps, yeah.
Yeah, that finds me... I like that. I think that's interesting. That's something that finds me very interested in that area. Of course, maybe...
Oh, yeah, it's that old Quake-style mechanic, right? The rocket jump. Yeah. TF2 still has it.
Ooh, Zalax is in a bad spot. He gets taken out easy by Frostfire and Panic Station. And we're actually seeing Red Team pushing out here. What happens if they cap the 2?
Well,
that just means that they cap 2.
Yeah, they cap 2, and then they have to go continue the push and try to get all the way to their opponent's last point. Their opponents, of course, can continue to reverse the momentum whenever they want.
Okay, so it unlocks when they cap it, basically.
Yeah. Okay. But the issue is, of course, that that push out by Red Team was just really bad. Like, they lost Zalox right away. They lost their medic right away. Some good damage coming in here and there from some of these defenders, but it is not going to be enough as far as I... Oh, the Spy, though! Finishing off that push. Yeah, Jero is ridiculous.
Yeah, Jero actually got one there, but good stuff. And they might now be able to push out now that the madness is done here. Maybe find their way outside, and Jero might try and get around the base, but he's getting picked off. Oh, no, slick little bastard here.
Let me find him.
He
yeah.
around the turret. Oh, right in front of the sniper, Jero with the shots. If he's able to take this one out, this could be pretty big for them.
No, he's not. But the interesting thing is that he should have communicated to his team exactly where that entire blue team is. So yeah, you do see the sniper face trying to take out his opponents. And yes, Red Team have finally managed to recapture their second point. So now their last point is locked up. They're not in danger of losing the round as badly anymore. And they can try pushing out against their opponents. Menace to Society, the blue team. Oh, they got to be careful. Oh, the med is in trouble. I don't think he even realizes how much trouble he's in right now. Oh, what a sick shot from Sniper Face.
Man, and this seems to be going back and forth here. I'm really liking this. as they finally fought their way outside. So this is actually some pretty good stuff here. Zalak's putting in the shots with the grenade launcher. We got Harblue supporting his teammates as much as possible. Everyone's actually really filling out their roles here. I'm trying to find the heavy, because the heavy is just
the O-Plate on the heavy is so ridiculous. He really
is. He's taking care of all the equipment. He's moving inside of the enemy spawn and managing to put in like some shots in there. And look at the grenade placement there. As soon as they come out, O-Plate gives them the 1-2. Nice stuff. And
those aren't O-Plate's grenades. He can't use grenades. That's actually the demo man helping him out there. But yeah, definitely O-Plate is going to be jumping around a lot, getting the rest of his team up here, and they are walking upstairs. They don't want to walk into those doors. They like the upper route better.
Oh yeah, by the way, I didn't know. I do know about the demo man and the no grenade thing. I think I may have just called that one wrong, but yeah, I do know that's where the grenade placement came from, the demo man. But O-Plate, I'm still on him. I like what he's doing. He's just revving up that turret when the heavy when it's needed, and then
he basically is a giant turret. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a giant turret, just walking around, doing work.
Well, it's like grabbing a gun in Halo and lifting it off of the tripod, right?
Yeah, pretty much. You could definitely give it that comparison. I'm trying to see here as I'm trying to look through everyone. It seems like Blue's just waiting for the opportunity to attack. They're not like,
oh, Spy!
Wait, the Spy was the opportunity. They may have gone. O-Plate's going to be by himself, and now you're going to see the Blue team flooding out of that gate.
This is going to be weird. If Blue Team tries to rush out here, they could be in a little bit of trouble. Now, their opponents only have like 3 players. There you go. O-Plate gets taken out. But that's, yeah, both medics actually went down before popping their Ubers. So, kind of ridiculous.
Yep, and trying to see what's going on. Light off gets taken out as well.
I would say perhaps his lights have been turned off. Oh!
Quite possibly. Good one.
I know, I should never make jokes, but I do anyway.
I respect that. I make the corniest jokes in the world, so don't even, but your joke wasn't corny. Just let you know. And Zalak's here finding oh my god, I did it again. Finding a soldier. But he is going to get taken out there right away. Harblue is moving in to give that support to his Pyro. Now, what is the benefit of like, do you just kind of just heal whoever you can? Like, who's the best character to Uber, like, to get in there and help out?
That's a good question,
like the heavy or the Pyro? Or
well, Harblue is using the crits right now, so you usually want to give that either to the heavy or to the demo man, and they're nowhere near him right now. But of course, before you actually have the crits ready, you want to make sure that you're keeping your heals on enough players to keep them all alive, but not so many that you're spreading them around and they're all going to die, right? So. Obviously, keeping the Pyro healed is really important for him because that Pyro, with the compression blast and all that stuff, he'll be able to help keep him protected from spies and from soldiers and all kinds of stuff. And then the Heavy is really, really good for protecting the medic. It's very, very iconic of TF2, I guess, to have that Heavy medic combo because the medic is keeping his lovely lovely medic protected.
It's like the bread and butter almost of TF2. It's like you always think it's either that or the soldier was always like the one you worry about. But O-Plate getting taken out there as Kozen's dominating O-Plate. Nice stuff there by Harblue though, taking out that. That was actually a good play, taking out that Spy, and he's just going to continue to give the heal. No, he's not healing. He's critting, right? So this.
Well, yeah, but he is still healing people. Like up until he actually pops the crits Krieg, he's not doing anything other than healing. And even with the crits Krieg, he's still healing people. It's still a healing gun. So you'll see their health is going up. You know, as you can overheal people up to 150% of max health, and so you'll see them, getting those buffs on, which really helps when you want to try to make a push or just to keep your players alive more. Now they've got another crits ready to go, and they are going to go ahead and pop that right away on their heavy weapons guy. They got to be careful about this Pyro, but the Spy. He'll get taken out right away.
Yeah, they actually lose it. Heavy gets taken out there. And seems like Harblue gets taken out as well. Denny Crane, the scout for the red team, is making his way, putting in some shots all around everyone. He does manage to take out Max. And they are going to cap this 4th spot on the blue team side. So this is going to be good for them, as now they're going to make their way back inside, being met by a turret right away from a well-placed turret by an engineer.
Oh, that trollish sentry gun. I love it.
That was good. Very good there. And there goes the Spy. Denny Crane, quick shots, taking him out, dominating Verwim.
He's actually, an interesting point, though. Verwim is still alive. He's using that Dead Ringer item, which is a new item for the Spy. Yeah, it's a watch that instead of cloaking normally, when you pull it out, you fake death.
Okay.
and so it makes it look like you've died. Now, players are aware of this, of course. They know that this happens, but you fake death and then you stay cloaked for a certain amount of time afterwards. And we see, blue team once again. That blue team is, of course, IFA. They're trying to push out and continue to recapture here. Another crit screen coming in, and they got to be really careful about this. See, Frostfire doesn't want to take any hits from that, but I think he's okay for now. And the crits will retreat. Dude, you're already sounding like a pro caster, though. I tell you.
I'm trying. It's a lot to take in. This is a very. There's a lot of aspects to this. I mean, one of the things that has been going on in the Call of Duty community right now is the discussion of score streaks and the inclusions of like changing up the variety of the game. And I know this is going to sound weird to some people, but I'm actually kind of for it because of the fact that it creates variety, creates a way to like analyze. Like the fact that you can get in here and talk about these different items that they're using really, I guess, is instrumental to gameplay and instrumental to the cast as well. And I like that. I like being able to analyze the different things that they're using and the ways that they're going about using it and how they're helping out their team. In Call of Duty, I like that aspect too. And it seems like people would prefer just to go with the bougie Counter-Strike style. Call of Duty's not Counter-Strike,
No, I
Counter-Strike.
I give you that. There's definitely some of that in Team Fortress 2 as well, kind of the 6v6 versus 9v9 debate. 6v6 is very much like I don't want to call it stale, because it's not stale, but it's like, okay, well, we know how we want to play. We want to play it kind of like Quake, so we restrict the items based on, making the Quake-type classes better. Basically is what they do. In Highlander, there basically aren't any restrictions on items. You can use whatever you want, whatever combination of stuff you want, and it makes things get pretty weird sometimes. This is actually a fairly standard game as far as the items go. Kind of some of the best items being used. Although, interestingly, that troll engineer, once again, with the crazy sentry going up right in front of his enemy's last point there.
Yep, and just like that, right when we saw that the red team was fighting their way right back into it, the blue team somehow manages to crawl their way back into this one, and now they've got their backs against the wall. The red team, which is going to be Menace to Society, IFA, pushing in, and you're seeing as the heavy for the Menace to Society squad try to make his way out there. Blue squad actually again taking on, what was that, Cespikidelia, my lord, what a name. He gets dropped, and this is just a lot of craziness going on here. I'm on board with Menace to Society, as there is another heavy inside of their base in their top hall there. But yeah, this is insane. It
is insane. I kind of like.
Back and forth.
Yeah, I like what the red team did there. They brought out O-Played on the heavy, and they forced their opponents to Uber really, really early. So that blue team's Uber was not used offensively; it was just used to save their own skin, which means that now the red team can actually push out if they can get enough kills here. They've already killed the enemy med, so they're in a good position. But you still don't want to push out into like 6 or 7 people, especially when if that demo's still alive. Is the demo still alive? He is. So you got to be really careful.
The engineer actually has some pretty interesting turret placements as well, so that's another thing to keep in mind too. Or I don't know if that's a turret or a sentry. I don't know.
Yeah, they're essentially the same thing. But yeah, this is a mini sentry that we were talking about earlier.
That mini sentry. Okay, understandable. Yeah, that thing actually is raining death and destruction, apparently.
It is.
That comes out of the doorway.
People complain about that so much, too. It's one of those items that is banned from 6v6, just because it's really, really almost costless to drop a mini-sentry, and it denies soldiers from being able to jump very effectively around the map. So it makes it not fun for soldiers, which is why it gets banned from 6v6.
Ah, okay. Makes sense. So seeing here as the red team, Menace to Society, try to make their way out and cap that their second to last spot, but unfortunately they could not, as the IFA continues to push in here. I'm actually on board with Face, who is the sniper, it seems like, but he's not really doing anything there.
Yeah, he's got to sit back and wait. Oh, what a shot on Max, though. So he does get a nice shot in.
Yep, and Theodore Foxworth here is I'm on board with him, trying to see what he's doing. So now his job as the pyro is just to go in there and kind of like zone him out and take him out of the basically he's like this terror in an enclosed room because he can just spray fire everywhere.
He's got what did you do? Okay, I don't actually know what happened there. I'm gonna have to ask him a question because they just screwed the pooch on that one. This team, oh you guys, yeah. So the pyro's got a couple of roles here.
It's on well now? Interesting.
Yeah, it's because their server has some weird settings on it and they screwed it up, so it's their fault.
Oh
It
no.
may have been a stalemate, or it could have been that somebody actually captured and won the round. So I'm trying to ask and find out right now. But yeah, as we were talking about the pyro, okay, so he says nobody won that round. They ran out of time, and that's why it's changing. So right now the score is still 2-1. Um,
Okay, so they got to win 5 rounds, basically.
Yeah, or wait till the time runs out in the second half, which we are probably going to see fairly soon. They're going to change the map back to Gullywash and hopefully fix the settings. So right now we have, of course, Menace to Society is up 2-1, which is a pretty decent score after the halftime. But yeah, we were talking about the pyro. So let me. The pyro's got the air blast, which can reflect projectiles like rockets and bombs. So when rockets are coming in after his medic, he just air blasts them away. Pretty cool.
Okay. Okay.
And of course, if like an actual enemy player comes at him, he can air blast that away as well, which it's a really good zoning tool. You see him just run around randomly spraying fire a lot because if you spray your teammates, it doesn't hurt them. But if one of your teammates happens to be an enemy spy, well, then you've caught the spy.
Okay. Very interesting. Nice. To see the look of that. All these different things that really add to the overall game. It's pretty cool. I like this.
All right, well, we're getting ready for the second half. They'll all log in and get ready to go pretty soon. Now, were the faces, let me ask, were they on IFA or were they on the other team? You know what? It might have been. No, it was the other team. Never mind. Sorry. Yeah, how are you liking Highlander so far? Because it's a big pile of chaos.
It truly is. It's really cool though. I'm digging it. It's a really fun thing to spectate, and I'm enjoying it. It's great.
It absolutely is. I recommend playing at least one season as well. This is a very high level Highlander game, but there are teams of all stripes in the UGC League, which is what we're watching right now. I think there's something like 400 teams, and towards the bottom end of the spectrum, I guess. Basically, like first timers who they just want to have fun with a kind of slightly competitive setting. So Highlander is awesome.
Nice.
At all
Well, I'm
levels.
trying to see what's going on here. Waiting for everything to start up, I'm guessing.
Yeah, they're getting the players in right now. Server's hiccuping just a little bit, but you're watching. You're looking at the map, right? You're all
Yeah.
loaded in. Okay, so yeah, we're good to go. Yeah, they will get the players in here, and this is actually a perfectly rotationally symmetric map. So if they don't change colors, that would be cool with me, but they might because that's I guess what you're technically supposed to do by the rules is swap colors, swap sides. It matters more for other types of map like attack defend. It's sort of like in Shoot Mania, whether you get to attack first.
Yeah, yeah, of course. And all right, so this is going to be pretty interesting here. Someone said they lost their unlocks. Oh no, Harblue lost his unlocks.
Oh. Well, as a medic, you only need to heal people, really. Like, the option to go crits is pretty cool, I'm not going to lie, but otherwise, it's not a huge deal. Now, Hardblue did use the unlocks to great effect a little while ago. We saw he was the one who killed that spy, if you remember, with his bone saw.
Yeah, yeah.
But that was not just any bone saw, my friend. That was an uber saw, which actually, each time you hit an enemy player with it, it gives you an additional 25% uber right away. So it's
Okay.
very useful for building up those Ubers. And Ubers are really kind of what tells you when a team is going to push most of the time.
Okay, okay. Especially when you get Uber that heavy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
That's
Uber the
the
Heavy,
big one.
crits the Demo Man, whatever the case may be. Whatever will get you the most position, the most kills, the most wins.
Sounds like a plan.
So I'm trying to fight some allergies a little bit here, but, it happens pretty much all the time. Have you been watching the StarCraft stuff going on right now? Is it WCS, I think?
Yeah, the BW. I don't actually watch StarCraft at all. Like
Okay.
I'm strictly like shooters. It's just my
Nice.
thing.
Nice.
I'm not a very a few of the guys who try and get me into League of Legends, but it's not really my thing. I'm more into. I mean, I like League. I think it's a great game. I think a lot of
Sure.
companies can model their game after that. But I love my shooters. I'll always love shooters.
Yeah, shoot. Oh no, I tell you, I enjoy playing this just about more than anything else. But I love watching me some StarCraft. I have not watched a lot of League of Legends. I'll give you that right now. Maybe I'm just gonna close myself off from that community. They're gonna be like, "Come on, Sal, bro, do you even like play LOL?" I'm like, "No, I've never seriously played a MOBA at all, if that's what we're calling them now."
I mean, I think the MOBA thing, while it makes like word-wise doesn't make much sense, like the wording of it. It's all right to name it. I guess the category can be that. I know that some people are saying like action something real-time strategy. It was like some ridiculous name for it, but
Fast action real time strategy. I like that
that's it.
acronym. No, just
Fast
the acronym is.
action real-time strategy.
Yeah.
Fast action real-time fart. Farts.
There we
Good
go.
one. Good one. I had to put that one together real quick. I was kind of confused here. So I'm guessing, is everyone connected, or are we still waiting on people?
Yeah, everybody's connected, so they just have to ready their teams up. And it looks like that's exactly what they've done. You called it, man.
Nice. Nice. And here we go. So seems like I'll be on board with Solix first from the Menace Society squad. As this is going to be interesting because now everyone's on equal footing. I get to see the game from the beginning, which is going to be nice. You're seeing the blue team making their way in. Solix gets taken out.
Yes, he
that
does.
was going to be a headshot from Max.
Yes, sir. Max, a very, very good sniper. There have been, oh my God, ridiculous. I just tried to watch Adamus jump into the enemy team, and that pyro reflected a rocket right back into his face. Got him the instant kill there. There have been a lot of, I guess, hacking controversies about snipers, especially because sniper is so powerful when you can get that headshot.
Oh yeah,
so powerful. And so there have been a few really prominent players recently. I'm not going to name any names, but Tafik, who have been caught hacking as sniper, and
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it really is.
That is unfortunate, but red team does manage to get the midpoint there, and they're going to make their way to the. And now, what do you guys call the points exactly? Is it like the red point, the midpoint?
Like mid, second, last, pretty much is. Sometimes the points will have particular names. For example, this middle point is affectionately named the nipple because of how it looks. Yeah, I mean that's what people call it. But everything else in this, pretty much, I mean, like you're using terms that people normally use. The base, the base will usually have a lobby out in front of it.
Okay, sounds good.
And then second point can just be second point. Yeah, it's all pretty simple.
Yep. Oh man, I'm actually looking at Face here as there was a lot of activity going down right at the entrance of the midpoint there for the blue team. Face dropping back with the sniper, and he is going to get taken out there by a spy.
Yes, he
from
is.
Behind. What a sneaky bastard he was. Is that the Skyrim head on that heavy?
It could be. I'll have to check that in a minute. Jero's about to get a stab. Nice!
Wait a minute. The Jero with the stab there as well, so I guess we're going to look at Jero.
I got to find the heavy. Okay, we're watching Jero? All right, watch Jero.
Yeah, watch Jero. Let's see what he could do. There's so many, like
right
no
away.
one, I love that. No one.
Oh, what? How is that even a stab? How is that even a backstab? That is such
hilarious.
BS.
That's hilarious, that backstab on the head. That pistol's kind of fly though, in front.
Oh, yeah, the pistol? The Ambassador. That's a pistol. Yeah, it's a pistol that if you get a headshot on somebody with it, does like 100 damage.
Wow.
Pretty nice. But if it doesn't get a headshot, then it's not all that good. So you got to be getting your headshots, Jero.
All right, and Jero now is he walked into the doorway, and I guess it kind of gave him the. Well, then again, though, the other guy was there, so he maybe doesn't know that Jero was walking in. But I like this position by Jero, waiting for the guy to come out from underneath. That could be but that's not a spy. I don't think that's a spy.
No, it's.
But how can you tell if it's a spy?
For us, you'll just see him as a spy. For the other teams, it'll be different. But for us, he'll look like a spy regardless of what he's disguised as. Yeah, if he's wearing a disguise, he might actually have just like a paper mask on his face. Looks pretty funny. Jero's going to go ahead and just get onto the point, though, and that's going to force a lot of the blue team to jump down to defend him. If we're going to get a little bit of high-level stuff here, actually it was really, really good play, because once you force the enemy to give up the high ground, they lose a lot of potential to do damage. Really, really good round for MTS. That means that Menace to Society is now overall at 3-1 against their opponents, IFA.
Wow, they're actually playing pretty well here. Good plays by Jero to secure that fourth round victory, overall fourth round, because that was the third round, but good stuff. And let me see here. I'm actually looking at Zalix. He gets taken out there by Panic Station Shotgun. Light off is going to be, he's the engineer now, so he's dropping on that mini turret, right? And that's kind of like help him out a little. He doesn't have to set it up or anything like that.
Oh, there was a sniper battle here, but looks like our heavy is going to interrupt that one very, very rudely.
Oh, And,
yeah, I think that is
has
the
to drop back.
That's that Dragonborn helmet. Yeah, he will drop back. I mean, that's the thing about the sniper. You can get the headshots from long range, but if anything gets up close to you, you are in trouble. And there you go, Adamus takes him down.
Just like that. Adamus with the kill on Face there, as well as taking out Denny Crane too. And we're seeing a lot of people dropping here from the red team. Face gets taken out, but Cat gets dropped by Zalix and O-Played as a combination. Max here might be able to pick off some people with his sniper. I'm not too sure. He does manage to get something, but the red team takes it. No, the blue team, excuse me, takes it and makes it into a 3-2 game now. Interesting.
Yes, they do, my friend. This is it's still close. I love close games. I'm not gonna lie, they are my favorite, and these guys are not disappointing us, especially because Menace to Society is missing so many of their like absolute best players.
Yeah.
I mean they're all really good, but the like Platinum and the Enigma and all those guys, they are missing them right now. We do see some good damage coming down to the blue team right away though. Menace to Society, they're pissed, dude. They are angry. They don't want to lose this round, so they have just killed so many of the blue team.
Check this out. Worm is disguised as an enemy engineer, and he
no
jokes that he's not able to do anything there as he gets taken out. I thought that would have been a big kill though, as the red team is trying to climb their way into the midpoint there. As you can see, they have 2 guys on it, so 4 guys on it, so they're definitely going to cap this one a lot quicker. 6 now, and they have the midpoint, making their way to the enemy second point, and I'm really looking to see what the medic does here, because the medic is, like you said, like the medic's so important to the overall success of like what this push becomes here. But Theodore Foxworth with the flamethrower, he is just lacing up their spy, and he does take out Worm, so that's going to be that one. I like seeing a pyro just.
Oh yeah, pyros are hilarious. They're the best character. You know, they're what is that Sonic racing game? I guess that's coming out. Apparently, Valve have put the pyro into that game.
No,
he's got his own car. Yes.
How do they even do that?
It's joint venture stuff, man. Companies can do anything.
Awesome. I know,
dude,
right? But
it's
they
awesome.
can't help TF2 become an esport. Damn them.
Well, you know, we keep I keep pushing them, and I keep asking, hey guys, when are you going to make like a 6v6 lobby mode in the game? When are you going to do it? And they keep responding, of course. Well, you know, we'll see, I guess.
Oh, check this out, by the way. Worm is a sneaky guy, because he's now disguised as an enemy pyro, but it seemed like he was it looked as if he was trying to go for a few stabs there, but he's like all up in the enemy base.
He is, yeah. He's really spawn camping almost at this point. He's waiting for somebody to show up who's going to be a good kill. Now he's he still have this guy. He sees the med. He wants to get this med kill, but he knows he might be in trouble. Actually, he's in perfect position here. The med starts healing him. Didn't realize that he was actually the enemy spy. He thought he was a friendly pyro, and there goes Harblue. Beautiful work by Vroom to distract and destroy.
And taking out the medic was big there. 3 guys are going to be on the second point for the red team here, as they are going to be able to cap it now. And that is going to be big. Taking out that medic was a big play, and that was a joint effort by Cat and Worm to do that. The teleporter. What did Worm do there? The teleporter took out light off, or like what did it do there?
I didn't actually see that. I know that if somebody teleports through at the same time as you're standing on it, it's an enemy team who teleports into you that you die. But very quickly, we are tied up right now because of a beautiful round and lots of good kills by IFA. So all of a sudden, our number 6 seed IFA looks like they're actually in position to dethrone the number 3 seed and continue on in this tournament.
All right, and yeah, it's. Someone in the chat, by the way, correct is Pyro in Sonic Racing. That's the game, Sonic Racing.
Sonic Racing.
I'm totally not getting that, but you know, if the Pyro's there, that might be pretty fun.
I know, right? Is it a console game? I don't even know.
I think it might come out on Steam too, because they do release like a few of their games on Steam, from what I understand. Now that air pressure gun or whatever that Cat has.
Compression blaster? Okay, Cat. Yeah.
Compression blast. That's that really insane gun you were talking about, right? That does a lot of damage.
Let me find Cat. No, because this is the degreaser. So it's when you light people on fire, it actually does less damage than the normal flamethrower. The good thing about the degreaser is that it makes you swap your weapons really super fast. It's got a special buff to it that lets you just switch weapons instantly. So that's why people use it so much, is because you can light people on fire and then you can switch out to your axe, and the axe is what does the crazy damage.
Okay, very interesting. Jero might find this engineer here, but he is not able to take him out. Let's see, trying to get an eye on like what's going on here. I might go to this free person cam and see what the action looks like here. Free cam is actually pretty dope.
Yeah, it is. No joke, dude. I like my free cam. Problem is, I have to be careful because I have such bad habits as like an FPS player. I'll be constantly like dancing the mouse around and stuff. Oh, Jero is in beautiful position. He actually flubs the stab though. It's kind of too bad, but he will at least steal away his enemies. How do? Well, apparently they didn't realize that Jero was like actually still there, so kind of ridiculous. Jero actually finishes off with the rest of the Uber from his medic. That's kind of hilarious. You don't usually see a spy getting Ubered too much, but when they do, it is always awesome.
Vicious.
Still
Yep,
ambush heavy.
Oh yeah, the heavy there. It seems like he gets taken out. Oh, play now is going to come around. He's in the middle, and this is just a crazy matchup, back and forth. And the midpoints, like right now, being focused now. I see that they're locks down, so that means that the second point is the one that's going after for the red team, and the midpoints for the blue. Correct. So if they get this point, then they're going to be able to push into their base.
That is correct. Oplayed trying to start capping it, but remember that if a blue team member is standing on that point, it will block the capture. So he had to kill that blue team scout first, and he did exactly that. No problem.
Yeah, no problem at all. I actually might think I'm going to play heavy. That
heavy's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun.
Spraying people down is my game. That's what I'm down with that.
We may have to go. We have to go pub a little bit afterwards then.
Well, we'll have to do that. I do have to head home.
I see.
I
see.
We will for sure because I have some free days coming up.
Nice.
So I have no computer right now, which kind of sucks.
Oh man, that does suck.
Yeah, because I moved from New York for the job here. I just started like 4 weeks ago. So I have no computer from New York. So it kind of sucks, but I will after IPL 5. That's what I'm hoping for. But I'm on board with Oplay now. Oplay is going to take out that scout so easily. He's focusing his attention on the heavy. Oplay might be able to get this as the red team's going to make their way inside of the base, and they did try to cap it, but good work there by Oplayed and Harblue with that medic heavy combination. It just seems like the craziness is not ending for these two. That was a pretty good Russian on the side, taking at least 3 people from that.
Yeah, they took out 2 or 3, but the rest of their team didn't fare as well as Oplayed did. You saw a lot of them died there, and so that was why they had to kind of back away. They didn't have enough players to deal all the damage, and so they're going to try and repush this. Harblue has his crits ready to go once again. He is going to pop that, and they're going to try to get some damage done with Oplayed. But, he gets taken down so fast.
Just like that, Max and Cat with the combination, taking out O-Played. Face takes out Cozen, Frostfire taking out Face. Pandemonium is just absolutely insane here. Theodore Foxworth is in a fight with that looked like a demo man or a soldier. I couldn't catch a glimpse of it. But this is, they're just going back and forth. Now, if they get this win here, if the red team gets this win, it will be 4-3, correct? And then we'll have the next one. Now, what happens in the event of, actually, it won't be a tie. So
there can't be an eventual tie unless time runs out. Well, if time runs out and it's like 4-4 or 3-3, then there has to be a winner. They can't both go on in the tournament, so they'll probably play what's called a golden cap round. But right now, Zalox is coming in. He is angry. He wants to destroy a lot of people. So far, not a thing though, and actually a beautiful chain stab there from Vroom takes down both the medic and the demo. No crit Krieg left for them. But yeah, they'll play a golden cap round, which basically just means that whichever team either caps once or pushes to their enemies, holds mid, I guess, at the end of a certain amount of time will win. Denny Crane trying his best to get back around. He actually would have gotten that capture if the sentry hadn't been there.
Yeah, for sure. As Vorm is trying to, he's just trying to stay hidden real fast. I'm looking at Cat as the pyro now, and he's trying to keep him out, and he's allowing his team to push out here. But they're not faring very well, as it seems like there could be a red guy over by their base, or no, there's no capping going on right now, correct? If I'm
right, yeah,
wrong?
You'll see an X number, X1, X2, or whatever, if there is actually a cap occurring. Right now, there's just a little bit of time that has been earned, and it is slowly ticking back down.
I see. Interesting here. Very cool. This is intense, I must say, because they're
Oh, it
just
really
going
is.
back and forth. It really is a tug of war. As we said it earlier, like I had asked you like what this game type was like, and you said just like push pull, and this really is, or it's more push, like you said before, but it is just a territory control kind of game. I love this kind of stuff.
Wait, oh, this is ridiculous. The blue engineer, once again, with his trollish sentries. He's actually got a sentry in a really weird position here. And yet, I think his opponents have spotted it out. They put in the sapper on it, which is one of those spy weapons that disables buildings for a little while until the engineer can take him out. If he doesn't take the sapper out, then eventually that sapper will destroy the building.
Wow. Wow. All right. And well, how do you pronounce this guy's name? The Seskidila?
Sesquipedalia, I guess.
Sesquid. I would say Dahlia.
We just call him Ses. I like Ses.
All right, Ses sounds a lot easier. 10 times easier. Now, what is he doing here? He's just going to stay by his tool and just make sure his sentry and just make sure everything's good. But wait a minute, Seth's making his way. He's going to be able to take out, with the assistance of Kozin, Jero, who was trying to cap that point there. And there's a lot of activity going on at the entranceway. Seth's throwing down another turret there, or sentry.
Yeah, his first one got destroyed. You can only have one out at a time, but he needs to build a new one fast.
Yeah, for sure, because as soon as they come inside, like they need something to just rain down death. And I like the positioning of it as well. As soon as they come in, they're just going to get hit with it. So that's a good positioning there by Cess. And I'm just really trying to get a lay of the land here. There's a lot of stuff going on, obviously. But,
yeah, now the important classes for the red team to kill are going to be heavy, demo, and engineer. If they can take or maybe medic too. If they can take those classes out, they have a very good chance of winning this push. Right now they've killed the heavy, they haven't killed the engineer yet, and the medic actually has 100% uber. But the pyro is here, and look at what the pyro is doing. He's going to be air blasting people off that point. So close right now, actually, to getting that captured because of that pyro. It was a very good attempt at a play there. You saw what they did. They ubered the pyro onto the point, and he just used that blast to try and push people away.
Chunks flying everywhere.
Yeah.
That's pretty graphic. That was a great stop by the guys from IFA. Great stop, because that could have easily been a loss for them there, and they managed to come up clutch. And it seems like they are now going to be able to cap their second point back. They did have one guy on it, but now they are going to have two. Panic Station putting in some shots to try and support his teammates there. But they're all going to be dead, unfortunately. Panic Station gets taken off. 4-5 guys down now for the IFA. This is not going to be good here, but they are staying back. So it is going to be the medic, the heavy, and the demo man. So that's the guy that you're going to want alive in this situation. Very cool stuff.
Well, that sentry's getting spammed fast by light off here, but it is actually not taken down yet. And so far things are still looking like they're stabilizing for defense for our blue team. They're going to have a bit of an uber disadvantage. Hard Blue has 90% right now. Kozin only has 60%. So being at a disadvantage when you're defending, not fun. Your enemies are going to be able to push in and be invincible for a little bit, and you don't have that ability. But a very, very good play by Foxworth. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Frostfire, not Foxworth. The blue demo and the rest of his team pushing out here.
Yeah, actually. Oh, nice stuff there. Frostfire taking out Danny Crane. That was going to be a big win for him there, as now they're going to make their way out. Never mind. Heavy's going to be right outside with that stop right away. And Kozin's going to be at 100% Uber, so this is going to be interesting if he rushes out here with the Heavy, which just seems to be the case. And they might be able to try and capture this second point outside. Kozin is going to be there with the support. This is great, because I'm really getting an idea of the way that they should be playing as soon as that Uber.
Oh, there's a back cap going on. Somebody actually snuck around. What? That was the medic and the demo, maybe just the demo man.
Wow.
But yeah, that red demo snuck around the back. That's the problem with pushing out from your last point. Somebody can sneak around behind you and get that capture before you're able to stop it. So it was a good try by IFA, but
it was a good push. It really was a good push. It just kind of fell short there, which really sucks, because they had the right idea. You know, they had the Uber up. They gave it to the Heavy. He was doing work. But Jero now, the spy, is going to probably cut some people, shank them, prison style.
Oh, he's going in for it. No, sir.
This is that first shank.
he's got his little filed down toothbrush or something, trying to poke people with it.
I think it would be pretty funny if they put a shiv.
They really should. They really should.
Right? Like
well, I mean, they have a weapon for the sniper called the Tribalman's Shiv, but I don't think it's an actual shiv.
Yeah, it
It's
needs to
more
be
like
a prison shiv, like a
yeah,
toothbrush
yeah.
or something like. I've never been in prison, folks. Just because I'm Puerto Rican and from the Bronx doesn't mean I went to prison.
I believe you.
Oh, wait a minute. The red team is already captured the second point here from the blue side.
Oh, but Vroom with such a beautiful stab on Harblu. That was the thing,
Yeah.
is that if you lose that midpoint really badly, sometimes enemies can just steamroll through for the entire round. And if they're like Harblu with 100% Uber advantage, they're almost guaranteed to win the round. So that spy play saved the round for the blue team.
Very, very true there. And Panic Station and company trying to hold this down. They do manage to take out Jero, and I believe that was Frostfire as well. Oh, no, excuse me. Foxworth, I think it was one of the long names. I mixed it up as well.
Yeah.
That name is insane. Like, I mean, I respect his hustle so much for like having a name like that. Like it really is baller. But the blue squad now, they might be able to get their spot back. Yes, they do. And now it is going to be up to the red squad to try and reclaim that one once again. But it seems as if that is not going to be the case right now, as they're trying to fight their way out of the mid area, and blue team's trying to fight their way in. So we're going to see a good encounter here from both sides.
Yeah, actually, blue team using that Uber to get in initially. Now they've got a soldier attacking the enemy med, but he will get taken down real fast. And actually, so many players right now from blue team. That is IFA. IFA is losing almost everyone. They've lost their med. They only have a couple players left alive. One of them is the sniper, but Harblu 100% Uber once again. And you know what? If this push turns into an attack on last, I think that's going to be the game, GoldenBoy.
Very well. Let's see what's going on with the medic here. Kozin actually only has 10% Uber, or around 10, around the 15 area now, so this is going to be big. We're seeing a lot of pushing going on here from the red squad as they're just defending this all they can. Played is going to make his way inside, raining death and destruction on as many people as possible. He's going to get taken out right away, and that is going to be a big win, as they are going to be able to fight this one off. That was a big push there, man, and they somehow managed to fight it out of there, Sal. That was a win.
Yeah, I'm as surprised as you are that blue team actually managed to cap that. You're right, though. They have to fight it out, and they have to watch anybody who sneaks in here and goes for that back cap. Looks like nobody will get it, though. So this time around, they are not getting back capped. They have capped their second point once again.
Yeah, that is. They did not want that one happening again, because I don't know if they had anyone. Actually, Jero was. Where's Jero? Jero's making his way inside of the blue.
That's a very good question.
Jero actually is right behind the soldier, so he might be able to do
he got spotted. The pyro season.
Spotted. Yeah, because he's a pyro. He was disguised as an enemy pyro. That's right away. That's the worst when you get identified like that.
It's like, hilarious. Oh yeah, you're me. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute, that's not right. And Max and Mix Bunny Banny, whatever, managed to take out Played there. Max getting dropped by, and Frostfire getting taken out too.
Now I want to point out to our players, that's not the real Banny. The real Banny is actually like the best player in TF2. He plays Demo Man for one of the top teams, and just literally like he counts for 2 people.
So let's just call him Mix.
Yeah, that works. Real. That works. He's not the real Banny.
But he is playing heavy here, which he has been doing an okay job, I must say. Actually, Kozin's going to be at that 55 for the Uber charge, and healing the heavy. So now he has to continuously heal people in order to maintain that Uber. But when does the Uber come out? Can he control it, or is that something?
Yes. So it's whenever he right clicks is when he pops the Uber. But you can only do it once you have 100%. 99% doesn't count. So you'll see sometimes if a medic is getting really, really hurt and he's very close to Uber, he'll just hold down that right mouse button, hoping and praying that he lives long enough for the game to register him getting the Uber. Right now he does have 100%. He is nowhere close to being hit, so he's going to feel safe holding on to this for a little while. He really wants to make sure that the spy doesn't get around behind him and stab him in the back and take that Uber away. But there you go. He does go ahead and pop it.
That was I mean, he popped the Uber now, but was that the best thing for him to do there? I mean, I don't particularly think so, because they kind of need the activity.
Yeah.
They need people covering inside of their base, and you saw they halfway capped it there. Kozin's going to go right back in, and his teammate is going to be able to take out, I believe that was going to be Jero, who was the
Jero basically pulled the entire blue team back indoors by going for that capture. Yep, and he is he's a good spy. Jero is an incredible spy, actually. Now Harblu actually had to pop his crit screen here a little bit early. I think he did not mean to pop it that early, but the scout kind of forced his hand, and so that crit is going to be basically useless.
Yep, and this is not going to be good as he is going to get taken out. That's going to be a big win there. They need to fight their way out of this one. Harblue gets taken out. Denny Crane gets taken out. Zalex is going to be actually still inside along with Lightoff here. But there is going to be some activity going on. The top staircase, rockets flying over here is Lightoff trying to stay alive, taking out the spy. And I saw what you're talking about with that paper bag. It's actually pretty funny. The spy had the paper bag on his face. Was actually kind of cool.
You know what? Hats everywhere. That is what we should actually be talking about, and not the shooting. The shooting doesn't matter. This is a hat simulator.
No, I just saw the I just saw the spy with the paper bag on, or like the mask on his face.
Yeah, that paper mask.
Really funny.
It's been around I think since beta. It's basically just how the spy looks on your team. If your own spy is disguised as something, you'll see that paper mask, and it's pretty hilarious. Harblue, what are you doing? Harblue, you can't do that. Harblue, you're drunk. Go home. Harblue, how did you live through?
He got. We have a term for that. It's called. My co-caster Josh hates it when I say it. It was called getting gully, and that's exactly what he did. He got gully, turned on the side. He got educated. He had to turn back. You can just keep on healing people, Harblue. But the soldiers trying to create some pandemonium here. They're trying to get that second point back, but they are going to have a red player on it, so they will be able to get the blue second capture point back here with around 3 to 2 people capping it. And now the activity begins. Harblue has 100% on the Crits Krieg now, so he's going to save this. And who do he goes for?
He's gonna go for that demo. Yeah, he's gonna pop the demo right away. Demo actually didn't get a lot of damage done though. That Sentry doing a really good job of defending. I just want to point out before this game ends, if it does, which right now it's not gonna, because that was a good defense once again by the blue team. Oh no! What?
Stop there by the red team, managing to cap that one. What a win!
Wow, that soldier, he just caught everybody off guard, and apparently fuck the Knicks being shouted in chat, but GG. I want to point out before everybody leaves that what an incredible caster you are, because I think my stream chat has caught onto this too, but like, this is your first time seeing TF2 since basically Xbox, where there's no invite, no unlocks. Your first time casting TF2 at all, and you're just like not dropping a beat, you already understand the metagame, so it's ridiculous, dude. GoldenBoy, so awesome.
Oh, thanks. I would love to be able to do this again. This was really fun. Hopefully the fans enjoyed it. I will love to come back because that was fun. I had a good time with that one. And yeah, I was having a good time. So if you ever want me to come back again, I'll be more than happy to, dude.
Yes, sir. And we're going to have to get you playing some TF2 as well, so we can get that high-level metagame going on with you, man. You can learn the items and all that. But it's been an excellent time. Of course, Menace to Society winning that one. Kind of some weird shenanigans going on at the end, but they definitely won it. And they're going to continue on towards the finals. Thank you very much once again for joining me, and I think I'm going to peace out.
Yep. Once again, thank you to the TF2 community for having me. If you
give us
guys
some
want
shout-outs
to
here,
talk
man.
to me, are you off, by the way?
No. Give us some shout-outs here on air.
Okay, I was just going to say, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, please feel free to. GoldenBoy FTW. I have no problem talking to anyone from there, and I will continue to push and promote the TF2 community as much as possible with my audience, and just, try and continue to keep it alive. I had a great time. John was completely right. I had a great time. This was fun.
It was awesome, dude. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.